Hi everyone, welcome. This is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts. I'm just trying to get everything set up here for the live. So I hope everybody's having a crafty day today. Okay. There we go. Hi Karen, how you doing? Yeah, I'm glad you can make it. So today we're going to be working on some Junky Grungy Grammy doll overalls. So I'm going to show you guys what pattern I use in my Etsy shop, and the link is down below, and we are going to alter it a little bit and make some overalls. So it's pretty fun and easy. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good today. It's not too hot here. Are you guys doing okay there in London with your heat? We're like 85 degrees today Fahrenheit, which isn't too bad for July. I mean, really. Oh, are you guys really hot there? Darn it. Yeah, that's no fun. Well, shoot. So I've been working on some fun doll hair, and I took some scraps and I did her hair. I did some fabric scraps with it, and I'm really liking it. I think it's really fun. And we're going to put some overalls on her today. And I named her Buttercup. I just think that's a fun little name for her. Little Buttercup. So if you guys are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Like I said, my name's Tammy, and these are my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls. And there is a pattern down below that you guys can come to my Etsy shop, and it is a PDF that you can print off. No written instructions. I have tutorials on my YouTube. So in Etsy, when you purchase, you would just go down and copy and paste the link, or copy the link and paste it over to YouTube, and it'll take you to my videos, and it'll lead you guys through everything and exactly how I make them. So that's how I do it. So no written instructions come with it, just a whimsical pattern. Yeah, and you guys can just see so many different ways that you can do things with them. Oh, hi, Maddie. Welcome. Hi, Ginger. Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you guys all got here. I'm a little late today. Well, by a couple minutes, but I was just trying to set everything down. And for some reason, my laptop crashed down, and I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's working right now. So fingers crossed. But I can always look at my phone up here too and see comments. But it's just easier with my laptop right there. So I might have to have my husband reformat it or something. Who knows? Who knows? Technology. I'm not very technical savvy. That's for sure. But yeah. So like I said, these are my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls. And this is the doll we're going to be adding overalls to today. This is Buttercup. Isn't she fun with her hair? I just had too much fun with my scraps. And I just sewed it on. And then I made me a Goodnight Grammy, another one, because we sold the other one. And this is Mabel. And this is the one I showed you guys. We did the whole hair and everything together, but I made a little bear for her, a little teddy bear. And then added a little journal. So I just wanted to show you guys her all finished. So she's got her little journal. Let me know, is that music too loud, you guys? I can turn that down a little bit. I just don't know if it's too loud in the distance there. All right. And then this is the little overalls, which turn out really cute. Yeah, I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying making the dolls. They're so great. And post over to the community tabs. That is so much fun to see you guys post over there and finish dolls or any Oh, good. It's not too loud. Good. I was just worried the music would be too loud. So just post over to the community tabs. It's a great way to share all of our projects together and anything that you're working on. I'd love to see. It's great and inspirational. Oh yeah. This is Sweatin' Susie and Maddie. I used. Let me grab it. Hold on just a second. I know I have it somewhere. It's just I think it's right here. And I think I put it in. It's in an Amazon links. And if I remember after, I'll go ahead and put it into this into the comments after the video. But it's just some fun yarn that I got from Amazon, and you could see, and it had a lot of the tan. You could see it. It's like variegated. So the part I used was the tan part that was all around, and now it's into the blues. But I just sewed it on, and you can see. So I just did some stitching and sewed it on. But yeah, this is Sweatin' Susie. It's pretty funny. She's like back in the 80s, reliving her 80s, little Grammy doll. And she's got all her little leg warmers and stuff. So she's pretty fun. So she's in my Etsy shop. All the dolls you guys see here are in my Etsy shop. Most of them. I know that the Coraline doll, which is my blue hair freckle face doll, she's got a pattern, and you guys can come do that. But I'm keeping her, the doll, and then my witch doll has a pattern, but I'm keeping the doll. But I will be making more of those with you guys, and then I'll get them in my shop too. But you guys can definitely get the patterns and make them. But yeah, this is the yarn that I used, and I'll make sure to put it in the links. It's just a little variegated, and it's got some fun sparkles and stuff in it. Yeah, isn't she funny? She really is. She's just kind of just a whole 80s vibe here. Hey. Okay. So that's Sweatin' Susie. And then we got Buttercup that we're going to work on today. And I'm going to show you guys how I did the overalls and what pattern I used. So what I used is my Rudolph reindeer. And this pattern just is pretty much a top and then some pants is what the pattern will come with. And like I said, nothing has written instructions. It's just a PDF print off of a whimsical, pattern. And you would just copy and paste the link in the Etsy shop or just paste it over to YouTube. And I walk you guys through step by step on how I put them together. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to extend the pants and make them into overalls. And then I use the shirt too. That's the shirt that they're wearing. So it is the reindeer. And I put the link down below. So you guys just come get that pattern. And just we're going to do little alterations. Super easy. And make them into overalls. So yeah. So let's get started. So if you guys are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That is the best way to get me out there. And everybody can have a little fun making some junky, grungy Grammy dolls here. And yeah, let's grow together for sure. Okay, so I've already got them sewn out. Or I mean, not sewn. Yeah, I did. I did the sewing just around. So it's just the pants, and then I went ahead and just extended them up. So by the time they're done, said and done, they just go up to here instead of to the waist. So you just extend it out like that. And then I sew it all the way, keep the legs open at the bottom, and then keep about 2 inches not sewn right here. And I'll show you guys why. Okay, it's that simple, that easy. And when we cut it out, we just go and leave at least 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch around, because of course you don't want to cut right up on the stitches. It would just unravel. So I'd love to hear what projects is everybody working on. What have you guys been making? I've been making dolls, working on dolls. That's been my fun right now, and just finding different ways to like make their hair and add to their outfits and alter some of the patterns that are already there, because it's kind of fun to do that. You can just kind of alter them, or do some alterations and stuff, and you can just add your own little touches to it. Oh, Karen, nice. You're making the fabric flowers. Those are fun. Some nice slow stitching. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to go ahead and pop out a little further and make a little tab because we'll be tucking it in. So I'm just going to go out a little bit and then back in, and then about 1/4 to the 1/8 of an inch. And this will all make sense once we get it on the doll. Yeah, slow stitching is great, isn't it? I just love just sitting and doing some stitches. That's why I like doing these dolls too, because I just get all set up and, watch my favorite programs and do some hand stitching, Okay. So it should look kind of like that. And then you just have a little tab sticking out. And then we're going to, it's on a fold. You don't have to do it on a fold. I just happen to do that. So I'm just going to make an opening. Okay. Oh, and of course I forgot my tube turners. Let me go grab that. I was trying to get prepped, but I always forget something, but they're right behind me. So if you guys haven't seen these before, they're tube turners, and I have them in my Amazon links. Most things you see that I am using will be in my links down below. And if you're interested, just ask me and I'll try to put the links down there for later use. But I'm just going to go ahead and we can use the bigger one because of the pants. But these are great. It really is a game changer. Makes it so easy just to sit and turn things. Nice to use the flat end. And you just pop it through. Easy squeezy. Lemon cheesy? Is that how it goes? Or did I just make that up? Easy squeezy, lemon cheesy. Okay. Just like that. Do the flat end. Like that. And then we are turned. Yes, really. I mean, I made it so they're just so universal. And you could just do so much fun things with it. Oh, darn it. You know what I forgot to tell you guys? Now that I lemon squeezied it here. It's probably best to... Let me flip it back. Because this is why I got right into it, because I didn't want to waste too much time here. But I'm going to flip it back and I'll show you guys why. Because I forgot to show you. Because it will make a difference. Yeah, fun fabrics and different yarns and different textures, I think it's all about the textures. I think it's so much fun. And of course, coffee dyeing, tea dyeing, avocado skin dyeing, onion skin dyeing. If you guys need to know any of those, how to do any of that, I have links down below on my grungy solution that I use, and what different ways, techniques I dye. I do dyeing and stuff. Okay, hold on. I need one more thing. One more thing. Jeez. You would think I'd be prepared, huh? Sorry if I'm shaking you guys around too much here. Okay, so now the best thing to do, because you will have like creases, is to do some like just a little bit of snipping here, and just make sure don't cut the thread, but get it fairly close because this will make it so it doesn't pucker. And I forgot to show you guys that. Good thing we got the tube turners. Makes it easy, huh? Makes it faster. So I just kind of just do some snipping there. And you can see it just loosens that fabric up so it's not all bunched up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yep. Scarves. You can use, yeah, or just old flannels is way, I mean, you know how many flannels I've used for my husband. Those are fun to use too. Sheets, those are great to use. But yes, go to Goodwill. And I've made so many curtains using old, like, not necessarily old sheets or anything, but like, you know, when you get your sheet set, it comes with that top sheet. I don't know why we don't use it because I always get tangled up in it. The top flat sheet, you know. Um, and I always use those to make curtains. Yes, it works great. And you got tons of fabric there. Oh yeah, the Indian style scarves, those are cool. Yes, there's a pattern for her, and it's the Rudolph reindeer, and it's down. I put it in the description. I just put it today to make sure it's up towards the top right here. It's under, yeah, it's under the Junky Grungy Grammy doll pattern, under the Etsy link, and it's Rudolph reindeer pattern, and it should take you right to it. And this pattern is the one that we altered to pretty much make her. So you just extend the pants, and then I'll show you guys how I do the straps and stuff. So super easy, guys. I didn't want to make a whole new pattern for that when we could just do some alterations, you know. And it's kind of a fun way to do some alterations, you know. And then you'll have your Rudolph reindeer doll for when it's Christmas time, because I have the pattern for her little antlers and all that stuff. And the little Christmas wreaths I just ordered off Amazon. And then when it gets closer to Christmas, I'll get all that in the links and stuff. Okay. So yeah, that's where it is down below. Here, let me. Okay. So there, you can see it doesn't pucker as much. And you just kind of work it out. And there we go. Okay. We're going to use those in a second. So, okay, let me clean some stuff up here. Start making a mess. And then these little tabs that we made stick out. I kind of just kind of fold them in and then just crease them with your finger. Just kind of give them a little crease here. Yeah, it's super simple. Super simple. I try to simplify everything because I don't want it to be a chore, you know? And I want to have fun doing this and not, you know, take all day doing something like one, you know, tedious thing that would just drive me nuts. So there we go. So she's got her cute little start to her overalls. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put them on her. Oh, now I need to get my clamps. Geez, I really thought I was prepared today. But at least it's not that far away. I got it all over my house. Okay, so these are the hemostats is what they're called, but then I have them like as clamp tweezers down in my Amazons. And they're great for stuffing if you guys have watched my channel before, but they're great for stuffing your doll because you can get a good grip on them and get them where you want it. And they're good for grabbing and pulling, like right now, pulling her legs through. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can see here. It's just an easy way to do this. And then I just clamp it onto her little foot and pull her leg through. Easier said than done, right? Okay, there we go. So that's the reason I keep the slit on the side, is because we can just slip these on after, you know, you can have the whole doll made and ready to go. Isn't her hair fun? I just thought that was so much fun, and you just can use up so many scraps. It's kind of cool. Just something different. And then I added beads and stuff to it. And I was almost thinking I want to add some feathers. Have a couple little chicken feathers hanging from her hair. And she's like a grungy little chicken farmer. It's kind of fun. And also, when you're doing this, which I've done before, is like if you don't have enough fabric and you have some cute fabric you want to use and you don't want to make the shirt as long, you don't have to have it this long because nobody's going to see how long it is. You know, you can have it like here because the overalls go up high enough. So you don't have to make the shirt as long, which I probably shouldn't have, because then you have to tuck and make sure you don't have wrinkles. Oh, good. Did you get the hemostats or the clamps? Yeah, they're great, aren't they? They really do help a lot. They're just so much easier than trying to shove it and then you take a, you know, a chopstick or something and then it just always moves around. And this, you can really grab a hold of the stuffing. Yeah. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like her hair. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I really want to use up some of the scraps that I have. And it was just a fun little project. Okay, so then I got her pants where I want them. So however high you want to do it. Okay. And then we just fold it in. And I just finger crease it. And that's where these little miracle clamps or whatever they're called, little clampy things, come in really handy. Yeah, your guys' dolls are really cool. I really enjoy seeing everything you guys are working on for sure. Just it's so much fun just to see the difference that everybody does, you know. Okay, so we're just gonna clamp this together. Okay. I feel like a little kid when I make them because it just makes your imagination, you know, go anywhere you want it to go because you can make the doll anything you want. So it's really fun. Okay, so I got my clamps and then I'm just going to go ahead and you can use whatever. I mean, you can use thread. You can use, I'm just using 2 strands of the embroidery floss. That is the plan. And then just whatever needle you want to use, your favorite needle. So I'm going to go in and hide the knot. And then I'm pretty much just going to whip stitch it all the way up. You know, sometimes I take my little embroidery scissors and do a little clamp, and then kind of helps tuck it in there. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys because I thought of it the other day, and I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta have overalls, you know. It's just so fun, and I just kind of just altered what I already had because I didn't want to make a new pattern. Yeah, it really does. It just brings out your inner child. I like that, Karen. So true. Oh, I keep getting her arm. I think I would do that. There we go. A challenge. Yeah, now with the mouth, Maddie, if you take a pencil and draw it out first, that really does help. Because I can't just free do the mouth. I take a pencil and just lightly draw how I want it to go. And that helps a lot to follow along with it. And then you can see some of my lives I show you guys throughout that I do it. And then my tutorial on the Junky Grungy Grammy dolls, I show you, you know, how I pop the needle up and try to work it around. And just the easiest way I can think of showing everybody. So that, I mean, that might help a little bit too. But I know I have to draw it out because I can't just free stitch it. Yeah, and it just, you know, a little practice here and there. It helps a lot. But you'll get it. It's just yeah, I would definitely draw it out first. And then just, you know, take your time. But you can also do a different kind of mount too, you know. You can do it however you're comfortable with. And you know, maybe show us something different. Like a different way to do it is always fun. I've seen the mouse kind of like this too. That I think it'd be fun to do. Like you can do like a heart for like the lips or something, like a little heart in the middle would be kind of cool. Like maybe a piece of felt or something sewn. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot to do here. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is fun just to do therapy. I mean, that is therapy. This is a cheap therapy. You know, I'm not gonna pay a therapist. I'll just do this. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Yeah, I try to, but I get into a mode and then I zip, 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 and I try to do them a little different. But it's just fun to put a little wave in there, like a little bump, and just to give them a little different personality. And I like to do the noses a little different sizes. Yeah, for sure. Just to keep them all a little bit different with their personality. But as you're doing them, even if you tried to do it exactly the same, they're definitely not going to turn out the same. And they will all they bring like their own little personalities just come out and their own whimsy for sure. Okay, we're getting there. But yeah, I just figured this was the easiest way to show you guys how I make the overalls. And you pretty much just extend them, and then I'll show you the how I do the straps, which are super easy too. I don't make anything too difficult. I try not to, because then I won't want to do it. If I don't want to do it, you guys aren't going to want to do it. Okay. So we did a little stitching. Oop, don't want to pull too tight there. Yes, I agree, Ginger. Shopping for fabric. Ooh, and yarn. I have some eyelash yarn coming, and super cool. I'm gonna try to do some hair with some eyelash yarn. And if you guys don't know what that is, I had some red eyelash yarn and I can't find it anywhere. So I was talking to my mom yesterday, and I went on and ordered some different shades of yellow, because I don't really have any blonde. I noticed. I was like, oh, I don't really have any like blondes. So I want to try some just different shades of yellow and do some eyelash yarn and see a different kind of way to do the hair and do something fun. Yeah, yeah. I think eyelash yarn would be great. And if you got just crazy with it, you can even put it right here and make little eyelashes. I mean, I bet you that would look cute. That would be super fun. Okay. So now I gave her a little button at the top because I forgot to put her shirt on before I stuffed the whole body. So I cut it, which I've showed you guys that trick before. And I was like, you know what? Since I cut it and it looks like it's open anyway, I'm going to put a little button, because I didn't do that like on her. So that's just optional. Okay. Now we got her pants on, her little overalls starting. And this is just some of the fabric that was on the side of the pattern. So I'm just going to cut some strips. And let's see, these hopefully are long enough. Let's test it, because I like to use up my scraps. Am I in frame? Nope. I like to use up my straps. Or my straps. My scraps. I'm cutting straps and saying scraps. So that's confusing. Okay, wait. I just don't know if these are going to be long enough to go over her shoulders. But we'll find out. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. We're good. We're good. Oh, eyelash yarn? You haven't heard it? Oh, hi, Patch. Welcome. I'm glad you can make it. So Maddie, you haven't heard of the eyelash yarn? Go look on Amazon. If you just type in eyelash yarn, it'll come up with all kinds of cool stuff, and it's neat looking. It's really fun. So I think that's gonna be my next hair I'm gonna work on. It's coming like Thursday, so that's the day I do my next live. So I won't have nothing made by then, but I can show you guys it if it comes. It should show up before my video, so I'll be able to show you guys. And I'll try to put in the link down below, but I just got like different shades of yellow, and it's so cool. So much fun. All right, so now we're going to be working with some glue here. And I use the Fabrifix glue. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. If you order a physical doll for me, not the pattern, you'll get an adoption paper. And it's a cardstock, and it's nice and just a thicker cardstock. And it's just a certificate of adoption. So that's with the physical doll when you order it from me. I send you one with each doll, and you can write their little names. You can either do the name that I gave them or whatever name you want to do, and just sign it and date it, and then you'll know when you got her, and she'll have her own little certificate. it made me think of it because I have it over by my glue. So the glue I'm using is the Fabrifix glue, and Fabri-Tac is comparable. So either or works great. Yeah, so today we are working on altering patterns to make the overalls. So if anybody's interested, if you guys are just tuning in, to make the overalls, I used the pattern from my Rudolph reindeer pattern, and I have that down below in the links. And you just come get her, and she's got some little pants and her little jammy top, and we just extended the pants and we used the top, and it makes little overalls. So if you're just tuning in, you could just come watch the replay at the beginning, and I show you guys how I extended them. And now we're adding the straps and using some just Fabrifix glue. And then we'll find some fun buttons. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That is the best way to support me and my little dollies here. Okay, so we're just going to do a dab here. And then I just go over this way. And I crisscross them in the back. And then you can just cut off whatever excess is there. That's one strap. And this is Buttercup, so I should have her in my Etsy shop either today, because I'll just sew the pockets and everything on later and add a journal. But I should have her in either today or tomorrow in my shop if you guys are interested. Okay, let's see. And I really appreciate your guys' support so much. It's so fun to find others that are creative and like to do some handwork here and make some dolls. I found my people. Okay. So there we go. And then I just crisscross it. And you don't pull tight or anything like that. Just kind of loosely, because you don't want to pucker the arm down or make the arm go squish at the top, the shoulder. So it doesn't have to be tight. Thank you, Karen. I'm glad you're having fun. And I love doing this, so I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. And like I said, if you guys are making any fun projects or dolls or anything, even in the middle of any projects, come post them over on the community tabs in my YouTube channel. I think it's so much fun and so inspirational to see others work and inspire each other. And then you could do the buttons going down and buttons however you want. See what buttons we got here. It's the fun part, is going through the buttons. I do like these. And I do have some links down below of buttons. I might have to get some more buttons down there for you guys. Oh, there we go. I like those. I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. And they don't all have to be matchy-matchy at all. I don't know where that one went. these are fun to play with. Yeah, yeah, it's fun getting new ideas, and I like that. And just seeing what others are working on. Let's see. I think we'll just do some different kinds here. And it's just nice to put on some relaxing music and just kind of, or watch your favorite programs and just kind of get lost into what you're doing, you know? And I do that a lot because it's just a great reprieve, you know, from your real life, the hustle and bustle. Yes, tiny buttons. I'll look on my Amazon and I'll try to get those links down below, but they got lots of good buttons on Amazon for fairly cheap. You could probably just go in there and do like tiny wooden buttons, or and I'm sure it'll pop up, but I'll try to get some in the links. So I'm just stitching and making an X here and gluing it, and then I just glue it on. It's just easier than stitching it, because like I've said in my videos, these are not made for small children, because there's a lot of choking hazards that can happen. So then I make sure I say that all in my Etsy shops and everything. But great for older kids and us, you know, like we're definitely older kids for sure. There we go. And I've stated before that if you guys do purchase my pattern and then make your own doll and then sell them, I am okay with that as long as you mention me, Snowstorm Crafts, inspired by Snowstorm Crafts, or patterned by Snowstorm Crafts. And that is just a great way to acknowledge, you know, and I really appreciate you guys for doing that. And on a small scale, I don't mind you guys selling these, you know, like $10 or something like that, because that's really no big deal at all. And I think it's fun that you guys are having so much fun getting creative with it and stuff, but just on a small scale. And make sure to mention Snowstorm Crafts, and I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, I'm having fun. And I noticed the other day somebody posted and showed me their doll, you know, like on my Etsy, and I was like, oh, that's so awesome. I love it when people do that. And then I got tagged over into a Facebook group, and it's called Scrappy Dolls. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I've never even heard of it until like last week. And I went over there, and there is so many cool dolls, and it's fun. I don't know. You guys should go check it out. And I've seen a bunch of different people using my pattern and making dolls. Haha. I was so excited. I was like, oh, this is super cool. So I've been over there posting my dolls. So it's called Scrappy Dolls, and there's 2 different Facebook groups. They're different, but they're named the same. And yeah, you guys come check it out. I don't know if you guys even heard of it before. Oh yeah, the same movies, then you don't have to look up. See, now that's the trick. Is when you're watching something, you got to make sure it's something that you can just listen to and not keep looking up, because I've made that mistake. Because then I'm just sitting there staring up at the TV and not doing my project. So there's certain things that I can watch. That is funny. Or things you've seen before, which is a great idea. Okay. So you guys see how it's coming along. And it's all from the Rudolph reindeer pattern. So you just alter it and just make the pants wherever you want, mid-chest. Extend it. Add some straps to it. And voila. You have yourselves a little junky, grungy Grammy doll with some overalls. So that's pretty fun. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So, Karen, have you seen the Scrappy Dolls group? Because I never even heard of it before until I was tagged, like, you know, like somebody mentioned me. So then I was like, what's this? And then I went over and checked it out. And I'm like, oh, this is super cool. I didn't even know that existed. I know I said I wasn't going to go matchy-matchy, but I don't know if that would bug me if it's not. No, it's not. These dolls don't need to be perfect. You got to tell yourself that, right? I definitely have to tell myself that sometimes. So we're going to go with the clear ones here. Yeah, go check it out. It's Scrappy Dolls. I know I'm totally promoting them. But it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm having fun over there and seeing all the different dolls that people are making, and then people are using my pattern and making junky grungy little Grammy doll. It's fun. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I didn't even know it was a thing. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, Ginger, let's come make some dolls. It's fun because it's kind of cool that you can do. I mean, you can see all the different kinds of ways you can do them, and you can add all kinds of stuff to them. You can even add little mini backpacks to them if you wanted to. That could be kind of fun. It's like I think of something and I'm like, oh, I bet you I can add that to a doll. And then I try and it works. So it's kind of fun. Okay, so I'm just going to add just some fun buttons going down. Just add whatever you guys want. Yeah, that's awesome, Patch. Yeah, I love crocheting. Crocheting is fun. I definitely am a crocheter from way back. My mom taught me when I was like about 8, I think. And I kind of got into knitting a little bit. I made my son like a sweater, and I was surprised with myself that it fit him. Because, like not too big and I've done knitting just here and there, but crocheting is definitely my style. Okay. Yeah, knitting is definitely hard. It's like a harder, because you got to what is it, knit and purl, or what is that what it's called? There's something, I know purl is in there. And I taught myself when, older for sure. But crocheting is just, I don't even have to look down. I've done that since I was just a kid. And very relaxing. Jeez. I will get this done. It will happen. There we go. Yes, that's what I've done, Karen, with knitting is I drop a stitch and I'm like, I got to figure that out and try to. So I don't know, but it's fun. I mean, I just prefer, I think, crocheting. Okay. Oh, come on. A little fiddly, huh? There we go. I'm just doing some fun little buttons. And it's a great way to use up some, threads, scrap threads and stuff. I always try to glue the tail down because then it makes it a little easier, not pull through, I switched the music up a little bit today. I usually do just guitar, but this kind of has like different instruments, so it's kind of fun. Okay. I just try to put some kind of music, calming music in the background. We're not going to do like heavy metal. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that could be cool. Like the little hexy. That would be fun. I know. I think it would be kind of cool just to do like a little crocheted, a little sweater or something for him. I just have to like get into that, Maybe this winter or something, would be cool. Okay, and then I want to show you guys the pockets. All I did was take the pattern for, here, I'll show you. I mean, this is the easiest way to describe it. I took the pattern for the pocket and I cut it in half. I just cut it in half and rounded the bottoms. That's it, guys. That's all I did. That easy. So that's all it is. So you just take the pattern to the pocket that comes with your Junky Grungy Grammy doll. She doesn't have a pocket. So with the Junky Grungy Grammy doll, which I have the link down below, and I have these very reasonably priced because I don't have written instructions that come with it. It's all just the tutorial, that you copy and paste and put it over to YouTube. But you just take the pocket and cut it in half and then just round the bottoms. I mean, simple. So that's the alterations for that. And then go ahead and I just put it down and then I hand stitch it. So I just went in and just did, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see here. Here we go. We'll do some little Susie here. A little sweating Susie. So I just did stitches and it doesn't matter, it stitched her skirt down, but who cares? So I stitched it into the doll and everything and just did some hand stitching around. So there you go. Easy. Yeah. I like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. See, she kind of is kind of lemony, little lemon squeezy there. Okay. So we got our little overalls done and I just got to sew the pockets on. I will do that later. So I think she turned out really cute. This is Buttercup and she will be in my Etsy shop later, either today or tomorrow, sometime soon. If you guys want to come favor her or even, purchase her would be awesome. And I really, really appreciate you guys. You guys are great company and I really love it coming and hanging out with you guys. So I do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I'm over on the West Coast in Oregon. And I definitely want to see you guys again. So hit that notification bell so you guys can see when I pop on again. So like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, let's grow together, guys. And come get a pattern and join us. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys on Thursday.